Om Gurubhyo Namaha. I heard of Pujya Sachidanandendra Swamiji in 1981. That time we were already studying Vedanta. But I only heard of him, but I didn't know much about his details, his ashram and his literature and all. Later in 1985, I came to know about his literature, and also I took serious interest because I was already studying Vedanta, and then I had plenty of doubts, and those doubts could not be cleared with the teaching which I was receiving. So there were big questions, in fact all questions about Vedanta only. So when one Swamiji referred to Sachidananda Swamiji's books, and then he touched also about that Avasthatraya Viveka, that is 3 states, and then the Sushupti. In the beginning I was shocked, I never heard like this. So, but still I was doubtful about his teaching. Anyway, that Swamiji has introduced a little bit and left it. Thereafter it was working, and I've been thinking and trying to reread Bhashyas, trying to see, is there no really avidya in Sushupti, no avidya in deep sleep? So when I searched in the Bhashyas, I found that there was no avidya in Bhashya at all, Mula Vidya in the Bhashya at all. Then I felt that Sachidananda Swamiji is right, seems to be right. Then I started reading Mula Vidya Nirasa and Prakriya Pratyabhigna. Mula Vidya Nirasa and Prakriya Pratyabhigna. These two has really helped me to clear most of my doubts, almost all my doubts I can say, which I had about Vedanta. So later I heard that Sachidanandendra Swamiji's one direct disciple, Atmanandendra Swamiji, who is alive even now, lives in nearby Mysore, in the vicinity of Mysore only. He was living in Uttarkashi. So I was in Rishikesh, so it is close there. So I went all the way to Uttarkashi and then visited him and talked to him. And then I found that he was a direct disciple of Swamiji's, talking exactly based upon Swamiji's teaching. I liked it. Then I took an appointment and I told that I want to come here and spend some time with you. Again I shifted to Uttarkashi, stayed there continuously for 6 months and studied under him for a long time. Then through him I came to know much more about Swamiji and his biography, means his details, many events, many things, because every day we would discuss Vedanta, and in between Swamiji would come anyway. So learnt many things about Swamiji. Afterwards in 1987 again, so I wanted to take sannyasa, 86 or 87 around that, I don't remember exactly. That time I wanted to take sannyasa in Swamiji's tradition. I came all the way to visit this. I spent a few days in Bangalore, Karyalaya, and I spent a long time here. So I asked somebody, is there anybody in Swamiji's tradition? So I didn't find anybody from whom I could take. So I just went back. But anyway, I had Swamiji in my mind that I should. Teaching wise, I have been following Swamiji's teaching and Swamiji's books alone. So in Rishikesh, so some Swamiji, when I asked him, he told me he can give me in the name of Sachidanandendra Swamiji. So it is very peculiar thing, generally you don't find this thing. So somebody giving sannyasa in the name of another sannyasi, another Swamiji. So he accepted that in the name of Sachidananda Swamiji only he gave me sannyasa. So thereafter I have become a completely committed follower of Swamiji, both in my sannyasa life as well as his teaching. And his teaching has really helped me to clear all my doubts. And one of my little senior sannyasi who would tell me the same thing. He is also a follower of Sachidanandendra Swamiji's teaching alone. Once you study Sachidananda Swamiji's teaching, that really touches your heart, moves your heart. It gives you such a freedom that you just can live anywhere and in any manner. Nothing frightens you. There is no fear about tomorrow, and there is no worry about anything. Anywhere in life. So that the freedom which Vedanta talks about, the joy which Vedanta talks about, comes truly from Swamiji's teaching. Because Swamiji is not a theoretical Swamiji. Though he was a voracious reader and profuse writer and speaker, but every sentence of him touches your heart directly, because he turns your attention towards your Atma Swarupa. So his teaching directly appeals to our Anubhava, if you use that Sanskrit word, that is a universal intuition. So Vedanta ceases to be a theoretical philosophy, it becomes directly an experience of you. He points out the truth. So that appealed to me, and even now I follow the same and I teach in the same manner. And in another way, in another most fortunate thing is that I got opportunity to stay here. For the last 12 years or even more, I've been staying here only. So in presence of his samadhi, but his samadhi itself and his makes me feel that he is really here, because the saints and great jnanis like him do not cease to exist with the disappearance of the body. They continue to exist even without the body also, and that's what I feel his blessing and his grace has been continuing to shower on me. So here also we discuss with people, and then I give talks here and there only based upon Swamiji's teaching, and that way I feel it is an immense blessing, is unparalleled and beyond measure. I feel his blessing on me.